We are here at the Vans Warped Tour with Yellowcard, and I have the violinist with me, so I'm very excited. So I'll have him introduce himself.
Hi, my name's Sean Mackin.
Thank you so much again. What has been the most memorable moment on the Warped Tour this year for you guys?
I think we just had one today in South Florida. Is probably one of our best Florida shows we've ever had in 12 years for Yellowcard. We've been our first goal was just to be on the Warped Tour, and so we had our first stint in 2002. So we have a lot of very fond memories, but today was just it was just shocking. It was amazing, and there were so many people, and it's just you can't explain it. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, good energy, good vibe. It was just kind of an overwhelming energy, I'm sure, on stage. Is that?
Yeah, I mean we grew up in Jacksonville, so we.
Oh, they go for Jacksonville.
Interesting. Go Jacksonville. So we're pretty familiar with Florida and our sort of lazy beachy ways, and the South Florida vibe has always kind of been the most mellow. It's the hottest Florida show, and today was an exception. Absolutely, it was crazy. So very fond memories about the Warped Tour in South Florida today.
Very good. Well, who have you enjoyed watching on this tour this summer?
There's so many great bands, and I was just talking to my friend Adam, and I don't mean to name drop, but he isn't Taking Back Sunday, and we were just talking about we wouldn't ever really get the opportunity to have so many bands and all these guys together on tour, and there's just so many wonderful people in these bands. But over the years, obviously, been such a big Taking Back Sunday fan. And then we toured 32 countries last year, most of which were with a band called All Time Low. And so hanging out with those youngsters, and they're filled with such lightness, and they're sprightly and young, and it's so awesome.
Yeah.
But they do such a great job. They have a passion for music, and they love their fans, and so it's just good to see great people in successful music groups.
Yeah, you kind of get that kind of family reunion vibe on Warped Tour, especially when you are able to see people that you've toured with before and that you have a good relationship with, too.
Absolutely, it definitely has been. It's always been called the punk rock summer camp, but this is shaping up to be one of my best years ever in my life. It's just so much fun, so many wonderful people. It's been awesome.
Awesome. What has been the best thing about Warped Tour this year?
The fans. Kevin Lyman has done something special where he brought back a lot of bands. We toured the Warped Tour in 2004 with Taking Back Sunday and with The Used, and I think the only thing that's missing is a Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, or a Bad Religion, a true sort of from the roots punk rock band that I grew up listening to. So other than that, just how many bands that are together, and the number of fans, they have had record attendance on multiple dates this tour, and Kevin Lyman has done a great job, and just to have Yellowcard be a part of the Warped Tour is so flattering. So we're very excited to be here, but the fans have been amazing all summer.
That's great. Well, what's one thing that could be done to make Warped Tour better?
Oh, I don't know. Less heat, but can't really change it. Everyone's off in the summer, so I don't know. I wouldn't change it. He has a winning formula. Everyone's happy, and everyone gets fed, and we all hang out at the barbecue at night. So I think they have a winning formula. You don't need to take my small 2 cents.
It's not small 2 cents. Yeah. Let's see. Give me one word to describe Warped Tour.
Unforgettable. Yeah, just everything from the start. We started in a van and a trailer, and now we're in a tour bus, and we share the main stage with so many amazing musicians. But I've made memories not just on this Warped Tour, but multiple Warped Tours. This is our 5th time on the Warped Tour, and it's just everything is unforgettable. There's so many, like I said, wonderful people, but just the shows and the kind of gypsy lifestyle. It's so much fun. So
that's awesome. Give me one word to describe Yellowcard.
Passionate. We love music, and we started as a group of friends in high school, and we had no idea it was going to be like this. And so for Yellowcard to be able to play so many different countries and have fans all over the world, and it's unbelievable. But we have a passion for music, and you know, we're really good friends. We come from so many different like lifestyles. Like I don't think outside of the setting we would be maybe necessarily a group of friends. Like we're
Right.
pretty different people, but I think that's what makes the music so different.
Yeah, different musical genre tastes or something, or just different
Oh, yeah.
walks of life.
All over the board.
Really?
Like, I mean, I grew up playing classical music. Our drummer plays jazz, but he loves heavy metal. And my singer, he loved grunge music, but he like is like in love with like pop rock, like Green Day, you know, Third Eye Blind. Like, I mean, it's just we just listen to so many different things. But when we come together, it's the Yellowcard sound.
Nice. With the Olympics, which started yesterday, if you could pick one like sport to compete in the Summer Olympics, which one would you like to compete in?
Men's basketball. I love playing
Everybody's
basketball.
like saying that, yeah.
I mean, I think just growing up as a young boy, like, and you watch the old Dream Team with Michael Jordan and Barkley, and like now all these young guys like coming in, and you know Kobe's like, well, we could take a game from them or what. It's like they're still phenomenal athletes, and I mean, basketball is just like such a crazy global sport, but it's pretty easy. It's like, hey, take this ball and put it over there. If you do it more times than we do it, you win. Like, it's a pretty simple sport, but I mean, these guys are freaking 6'9", and they're just moving around like little ninjas, and it's crazy.
I have a bunch of different pieces of paper, yeah, and you pick out 2 little slips of paper, and it has a number on it, and whatever number you get, that's the question.
There's 1. There we go, in your Hello Kitty bag.
Yeah.
7.
All right, 7. I already know what that one is. Which band is the luckiest band on the Warped Tour this summer?
Yellowcard is the luckiest band on the Warped Tour because we took a hiatus in 2008, and the music industry crumbling, and you know, we had been on tour for 7 years straight. You know, 300 plus days out of the year. Like, people, you know, you don't realize that you sacrifice a lot when you're in a band. You're away from your family and your friends, and you know, it just is really grueling. And we took a couple years off because we couldn't really answer all the questions. We didn't know what label we were going to be on. We didn't know, and you know, what the future for Yellowcard was. And instead of killing each other, probably literally killing each other, we took a step back. And a year and a half later, we figured we missed it, and we wanted to write another record, and we actually got a second chance. And so for us to be on Warped Tour is like we're the luckiest band in the world, and you know, we don't take advantage of that, and we want to tell everyone how thankful we are. So thank you for supporting Yellowcard.
Very good.
And then I have a number 9.
Number 9. Oh, okay. Which band, in your opinion, is the most athletic band on the Warped Tour this year?
The most athletic band. That's tough because, you know, bands usually are like, they usually have 1 or 2 guys. Like, we're pretty like sporty. Obviously, like, I think there's better athletes out there. We were on tour with a band called Greek Fire, and their majority of them were in a band called Story of the Year.
Okay.
And you know, they're sprightly little gentlemen from St. Louis, and they're wonderful guys. But Phil, their lead singer, he's like a professional soccer player. He's unbelievable. So a shout out to my friends in Greek Fire.
Nice. Next to last question. What are your plans after Warped Tour is over? I mean, it's almost over, so...
We are booked. We have things mapped out through March already. We have a record coming out called Southern Air on August 14th. So we finished it in May, and we kind of used the Warped Tour to ramp up to the release, which is really exciting. And so obviously, like, the release is still putting out records. Like, it's just so mind-blowing that we write songs and then people buy CDs. Like, it's unbelievable. So
and they sing them back to you.
I know, and they give us everything they have. So so we have that, and then we're going to finish festival season in Europe. We're going to go do a Pacific tour. We start in Japan. We go to Singapore for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Australia, Hawaii, a couple other places that aren't finalized yet. And then we're hoping to come back to the States and the UK before the end of the year. Like, I mean, we put out a record last year called When You're Through Thinking, Say Yes in March. And then now we have a record this year. So that's 2 records in 2 years.
Yeah.
We're hoping to tour probably through Christmas. We'd like to get another year and a half out of this one.
Wow.
It'd be fun.
Now, and you said it's your first time into Singapore?
Singapore, yeah.
So what are your expectations, or what are you excited about, or, you know, is there anything you're really looking forward to with that trip?
No, I mean, we just love going to new places. I mean, I play violin in a band. I didn't think that this was possible. So we're just gonna soak up the moment. We're our first market that we ever left the United States was Japan. So we kind of get spoiled in Japan. So I just want to go into Singapore with no expectations and just kind of enjoy the moment. But we get a lot of fan mail from there. That's pretty awesome.
Are you guys still living in Jacksonville, or are you out like different areas now?
No. In 2001, but 2000, most of us moved to California, and then in 2008, we took a break. I fell in love with Seattle, and I moved up there. And so most of the guys live in LA, but I mean, we really live in that white tour bus that's sitting out in the parking lot. So.
Yeah, you're on that bus more than you are home. I mean, that's probably more your home, more times in the year than your actual.
Yeah, well, I'll have been gone 10 months out of this year.
Wow.
I miss my bed.
Yeah, that's usually another question I've asked in past Warped tours. I've asked, like, what do you miss? And yeah, bed, cat or dog, wife, girlfriend.
Shower. Yes, wife, but shower.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, we have a shower on the bus, and it's amazing, but it's like, we had a day off like a week ago, and you just stand there and you're just like, thank you,
the
water,
pressure
and refreshing, and it's like, no military shower.
Right.
Just like no more sweat and dirt. So it's funny, but we have a week left, so we're gonna finish strong. We're excited.
What message do you have for the Yellowcard fans?
Thank you very, very much. We started again like in high school, and we had never dreamed that any of this is possible. So we love writing songs, and we love hanging out. But the fact that we have fans that support us and love our music is it's unbelievable. So I just want to say thank you.